Hey everyone, Georgetown Soaps here. I am getting ready to make one of my most favorite fragrances. This is the Avobath by Lush. It's a dupe of their Avobath, obviously. And I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. I was super happy with how this design came out. So make sure you stick around for the cut. I remember when I first started soaping, if that's even a verb, I saw in one of the groups, everyone was like recommending Avobath, and I looked at the description and I was kind of like, probably not that good, but let me try it. So it's basically just a blend of lemongrass and bergamot, and I kind of call it lemongrass with a kick. It's really zesty. It's got a zip to it. It's definitely a stronger scent, but in a really good way. And if you don't like lemongrass, you still might actually like this. Because there's some other notes in it, so it's not just a straight lemongrass. Now, I don't know who doesn't love lemongrass. It's one of my best sellers, but won't talk about who doesn't like lemongrass here. But anyway, so this absolutely came out fantastic. So what I decided to do, change up the design a little bit from what I've done in the past. So I'm just gonna take some activated charcoal, which, as you guys know, I love to use some charcoal in my soaps, and use like a tropical sea green color, and it came out fantastic. I'm putting a little bit of TD in the batter because I was not paying attention to what I was doing. Obviously did not mean to put the TD in, but let's just roll with it. You know how that goes. This was probably like batch number 10 in a row, so I was just a little tired, obviously, at this point. But anyway, sometimes it just helps to kind of have your color sitting in front of your face, even though this color was clearly sitting in front of my face. I just grabbed the TD for some reason. So anyway, but this fragrance from BeScented behaves fantastic. It does not accelerate, it doesn't accelerate and doesn't rise. Behaves really well. It gives you a lot of time to work with it, which is nice because then you can kind of do some intricate designs. Not sure if you can hear, but my 3-month-old is in the background kind of making some noises. She's just kind of laying in her pack and play. There's literally no time to make soap or do my videos unless it's like midnight, and even then she might be up. So just gonna roll with her little cooing in the background. But you can see that color is just gorgeous. Love, love, love it. And I just love the contrast that it does with the black. And today, I'm right outside Washington, D.C., so I'm in the D.C. area, and it's super, super, super nice, the weather. It's like almost 70, so definitely glad to be getting done with spring, or getting done with winter. And my markets start this weekend, so I'm back to the farmer's market, so that'll be fun. Get back in the groove, get back in the swing of things. And for the activated charcoal, I did try and make it a little bit thicker just so I could get, make sure that my swirls were pretty well defined and everything's not blurred in. And if you watch my videos, I got to get it all off. I don't know what it is. I'm not OCD about anything but making sure all the soap batter gets off of the containers, the pots, the spatulas, the stick blender. I don't know. It's just my thing. I don't like to waste it. So anyway, gonna go in, but these spatulas are usually pretty good. They're kind of like the right size to kind of really get in there and dig it out. All right, now that I got my spatula kind of all cleaned up, I'm ready to go. And honestly, by cleaning up, it's allowing my batter to sit a little bit more and get a little bit thicker, so it's not a bad thing because I know this fragrance is, I know how it's behaving. So you can see that the green is usually, it's a pretty decent consistency, and the black is a little bit thicker. So, and again, no rhyme or reason how I'm pouring this, just kind of up and down, and then I'll use my chopstick. For those of you who are asking about the mold, this is the sapphire mold from BeScented. We no longer carry it, but we carry the clear version or the white silicone color version of it, and that's called the diamond. I love both of them. I feel like the sapphire diamond, they're the exact same size. They're fantastic. It makes about a 5-pound batch. And what's nice is that for those of you who do high tops, there's definitely enough room to do a high top and it still kind of be protected by the mold. And they're great because you can stack them on top of each other if you're short on space. I just throw mine in the oven and just kind of let them to force gel while they're in the oven, and then I can unmold typically. And I don't really have a very hard recipe. I don't use lard, I don't use tallow, I don't use palm. You know, I'd say I'm probably 55% liquid oil, so I don't really have a hard bar of soap, but I can usually, with some sodium lactate, I can usually unmold within 24 hours. Or I'm sorry, 12 hours if I need to, but 9 times out of 10 it's 24 because I'll usually make soap in the evening and then unmold it the next evening. So never enough time in the morning to do it. So anyway, you can see I'm just trying to get the rest of the batter out, and then I will bring my old chopstick in to do a little bit of swirling. And for those of you who watch me a lot, you know I'm not really big on my tops. I know a lot of soapers, they spend a lot of time making their tops really, really nice. I'm kind of like, oh, it's great for a video, great for a photo, but then quite honestly, you're cutting that bar. So you're cutting that loaf and the top is kind of, the top kind of disappears. So, but with this consistency of the batter, I was able to get a really nice kind of textured top, and just love the contrast of the two colors. For newbie soapers, it's always easier to clean up your soap mold while the batter is wet. A lot easier. And here we're back for the cut. Super, super happy with how this turned out. You can tell I left it in the oven for a good 24 hours, and I actually kind of had to put a little bit of muscle weight into cutting it. But anyway, here is the cut. Really, really happy with how these turned out. Love the color contrast. Smells fantastic. can't wait for these to cure, and they typically don't last long at my markets once they are available. So enjoy the rest of the cut, and thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Would really appreciate it. And then I will see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much. Have a great day.